In the zone. 1s and zeros got the heroes on deck. Pick your battles while the system set. Rain or shine, it's a time for the grind. So cut your losses, leave them all behind. Player one, player two, make it move. Be the bomb, make the camp defuse. Rock hard, hustle, now we're taking aim. Yo, out of bounds, staying in the game. I know this adrenaline's my only medicine. My time to let it begin. Yeah, get in the zone. Let that power flow. Feel it in my bones.
Good day everyone, this is Nick Orphanides on the back of a victory at the Junior 2024 Tokwe Classic. I would like to share with everyone the baits and tactics that allowed me to be successful. I was fortunate enough to practice 4 weeks before the tournament, where we were able to identify that a spinnerbait was producing few bites but quality fish. We believe this was due to the bass having already spawned and there being a lot of fry in the areas I was fishing. The spinnerbait of choice was a Stanley Wedge Classic Shiner Silver Colorado with a gold willow. This bait gave me 6 keepers on day 1 and 5 keepers on day 2. The key was to remain patient and trust that I would get the bites. I would like to take the opportunity to thank Capital City Bass Chapter for hosting a successful event, and ZNBF and its sponsors for making the tournament possible.
Champions now, we've become invincible. We will go down in history's pages throughout the ages. Let the whole world sing our praises. Got me in the zone.
In the morning we were looking for weed banks and rock faces, preferably if there was a bit of a like weed edge on the rock face. All we were doing was casting the spinnerbait probably at about a 45-degree angle from the bank and just slow rolling it with about a half-ounce spinnerbait with a gold willow leaf and a silver Colorado blade, with your rod tip at about 2 o'clock, and just slow rolling it that way. And yeah, we got a couple of whacks like that, and then as the day went on, we went on to more scarce timber with antles, and all we were doing with the scarce timber was cast a weightless fluke as close as you can to the timber, just let it sit for at least 30 seconds and watch your line, and generally you'd see it taking off. If not, you just dead stick it maybe 4 or 5 times, and then you let it sit for a bit, and if nothing, then reel in, find the next tree, go. We didn't find anything sitting off of structure other than of course weed banks sitting on the edge of weed banks, but everything was tight to structure, obviously because of the slightly murkier water that we were fishing. We're using a 5-inch weightless fluke, a watermelon, in 11 to 12 meters of water. It's very scarce timber, sheer rock cliff. Cast it in between, let it sit, do the same thing as we did with the timber, let it sit for 30 seconds, dead stick it, if nothing, reel and cast again. And we found the fish that we caught near the antles and weed banks, which was generally about that 3 to 4 meters of water, They seem to be more of a post-spawn fish, as you could see, the tail has been a bit damaged from the fanning. And then we did go about a bit deeper and onto those rock faces to 11-12 meters of water, and that's where we managed to find a couple of pre-spawn. They hadn't thrown the eggs yet. They were still clean and white.
This adrenaline's my own